Hello, hockey fans. Austin here with the pregame report for the Edmonton Oilers and the New York Islanders. Puck drop is at 5:30 p.m. local time here in Alberta, and I'm very much looking forward to this game. The Islanders, of course, coming off that first overall draft pick of Matthew Schaefer, and Schaefer has 3 points in 3 games. He has been instrumental in helping drive the New York Islanders offense, but he has not been instrumental in helping the team win yet. The New York Islanders are winless on the season. They are 0-3. Some of it has to do with team play. A lot of it has to do with the early struggles of Ilya Sorokin in net for the New York Islanders, which means big save Dave. Yes, Dave Riddick is actually getting the start tonight for the Islanders over Ilya Sorokin. So for Oilers fans that were looking forward to playing against Sorokin, well, we're getting big save Dave tonight. And for Oilers fans, we are getting Stuart Skinner to start tonight, I believe. So hopefully Stu, who's coming off a 30-save shutout against the New York Rangers, has another good game against the Islanders. Like I've been saying, we don't expect shutouts anytime Stu is in the net. We just want some consistent play. Let's see if he can follow up a good game with another good game. Can he do 2 consecutive good games in a row and keep building on that throughout the regular season? That's kind of what Oilers fans are looking for tonight. We're looking for a good game from Stu. And of course, there's going to be a little bit of changes to the forward group. I went over the new look lines yesterday, but I am going to go through them again today. So if you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. If you really like it, make sure to subscribe to the channel, as I will be doing a live stream commentary little watch party once again here on the Austin Hockey YouTube channel tonight. I will be going live at 5 p.m. local time, 7 p.m. Eastern, about a half hour before puck drop, just to give fans time to come in and hang out, and we can discuss things about the game. You can all ask me some questions. I like doing that. So let's jump into the lineups, then the stats for both teams, and then keys to the game, players to watch, and score prediction. Now, the projected lineup for the Edmonton Oilers against the Islanders tonight, the lines do look different than they did at the start of the game against the Rangers. Top line, you have Mangiapane with Connor McDavid and David Tomasek. Obviously, Mangiapane, 2 goals in 3 games. He's been very tenacious on the puck. He's been utilizing his speed well. I like Mangiapane up with Connor McDavid. I think he deserves that look. And David Tomasek, who had an assist in his first game of the season, that beautiful no-look backhand pass to Leon Draisaitl on the power play. Tomasek is getting a look on that top line with Connor McDavid. And I also think Tomasek deserves a look on that top line. I thought Tomasek played very good against the Rangers, and it's his ability to cut and drive towards the blue paint that I really like about his game. I don't think the Oilers have enough players that drive the blue paint. I don't think they have enough players that really try and get in tight to goaltenders to try and just have a puck bounce off of them or try and grind in and shovel in a rebound opportunity. The Oilers have generated a lot of high danger chances, but none in that like blue paint area. And I think David Tomasek is going to really help with that. He's already had a couple really good looks this season earlier on the power play, especially against Vancouver. He was stoned a couple times by Demko. So look for David Tomasek to have a good game tonight. I'm excited to see him on that top line with Connor. On the second line, you have Nugent Hopkins on the wing of Leon Draisaitl and Jack Roslovic. Now, of course, Roslovic, his first game of the season with the Oilers on whatever the last day was, Tuesday against the Rangers. I thought he was okay. I didn't think he had a great game. I thought whenever he and Nugent Hopkins were on the ice together, they were getting kind of hemmed in, but I think Leon Draisaitl is going to really settle down that line. Nugent Hopkins on the wing, I think, is better suited to his game at this point. And obviously, the most optimal place for Nuge, I think, is third line center. But the Oilers have a ton of forwards. Nugent Hopkins is a smart player, so I understand why they're going to have him in this top 6. And I also understand why they don't want to break up the Vasily Podkolzin, Trent Frederic, and Kasperi Kapanen line. This line connected for the goal against the Rangers before the Oilers got an empty netter. It was Trent Frederic's first of the season, off an assist by Kasperi Kapanen. And Kasperi Kapanen, by the way, like, he has been doing all the little things right this season. His ability to get sticks in lanes, his ability to get his body into lanes, he's just been very effective defensively, and it has led to offense. He had an assist on Noah Phillips' first goal of the season. He had a nice assist after keeping the puck alive in the neutral zone for Trent Frederic's goal against the Rangers. So hopefully Kapanen can keep that play up, and hopefully Podkolzin can get his game going. I think Podkolzin is getting a little bit better every single game. Started slow, but he seems to be building his game back up. He's getting a little bit more physical now, which is good to see. Let's see if Podkolzin can pot one tonight against the Islanders. I would love to see it. On the fourth line, this is where the discourse in oil country is a little bit intense. You have Ike Howard with Adam Henrique and Matthew Savoy. Now, when I talked about this line in my video yesterday, I also put out a tweet about having Savoy and on the fourth line with Henrique and Howard. I wasn't saying that Howard should be on the fourth line. My biggest issue is Matthew Savoy being down on that fourth line. I don't think Savoy has done anything that would warrant him to be relegated to a fourth line role. And I also understand that you have to earn ice time, whatever it is that you're doing on the ice. You know, if you're doing good things, the coach usually rewards you. And I also talked about how this is an opportunity, right? They may only see 10 or 11 minutes of ice time, but what are you making with the ice time that you're given? And also, one thing I forgot and neglected to mention about Howard and Savoy on the same line now is that those two did have chemistry during preseason. Whenever they were on a line together, I thought they played pretty well. It's Adam Henrique that's kind of the odd man there where, you know, Henrique, he's very close to 1,000 games played. I think he's at 996. So I'm hoping they just give Henrique 4 more games, let him hit his 1,000, and then get Noah Philp back in there because I don't think Noah Philp should be out of this lineup. But this also shows the depth of the Edmonton Oilers. They have a lot of forward depth. It has not translated to a lot of goals yet this season, but they do have a lot of players that can play at the NHL level. So having that internal competition is good. I just think it's unfair that Noah Philp is the one that has to kind of be the guy to sit out right now when I think there are other guys that could be sitting out. I also think Ike Howard likely doesn't see much more ice time at the NHL level, depending how things play out. Obviously, when Janmark is healthy, I do think the team is going to send Howard down to Bakersfield just to get him 18, 19 minutes a night down there, build his game up, and then when he's more well-rounded, he can come back up to the NHL. I like Ike Howard. I think he's a good player. Maybe not quite NHL ready, but I'd love to be proven wrong. I'd love it if Howard and Savoy connected on a couple goals tonight. That would be really good to see. On defense, you have Ekholm with Bouchard, one of the best defense pairs in the entire NHL. I don't need to talk about them too much because I always talk about how amazing they are. Nurse with Stetcher. Darnell Nurse has played fine this season. Troy Stetcher's first game of the year was kind of a disaster. He took a bad penalty. He had a couple bad giveaways. So for Troy Stetcher, he's got to slow his game down. Hopefully he looks much better tonight against the Islanders. Then you have Kulak with Emberson, very quiet pair. I've liked Kulak's game this season so far. I've liked Emberson's game. They don't try and do too much. They play very simple hockey, and simple hockey sometimes is very effective against certain opponents. Jake Wallman, he has been skating with the team, still not quite ready to go. He could be ready to play this weekend, whether that is against the Devils or the Red Wings, I think, is who the Oilers also play this weekend. I just know that they're 2 matinee games, and one of them is against the Devils, so we'll have to see how it plays out. In goal, Stuart Skinner. Stu, we need to channel that dark Stu energy tonight for Stuart Skinner. Calvin Pickard backs him up. Now let's take a look at the stats this season so far. Again, small sample size, 3 games each is what's been played. So take these stats with a grain of salt until there's a bigger sample to go off of. Usually around 8, 9, 10 game sample sizes where you get a real idea of where a team is at and how they're going to perform the rest of the season. For the Islanders so far this year, they rank 16th on the power play. They rank 26th on the penalty kill. They rank 28th in goals per game. They rank 30th in goals against per game. As I mentioned, Ilya Sorokin's early season struggles. Again, probably wouldn't want to overreact to that. Ilya Sorokin is an elite goaltender in the NHL. Bit of a slow start. Teams has a lot of new faces trying to get things going here. The expected goals for percentage for the Islanders, they rank 29th, 44.53%. That is not good. That is not good. That could be concerning in the long term for the Islanders, but their shot metrics aren't that bad. Their shots for percentage is 11th at 53.44%. So the fact that their shots percentage is in the top 15, almost top 20 in the league, and then their expected goals for is bottom 5. That tells me that the Islanders are throwing a lot of junk on net. They are not picking and choosing high danger areas to shoot from. They get down in games, and then they just start throwing the puck from everywhere. If you're the Oilers, you can take advantage of that, try and expose that, get an early lead, force the Islanders to take these low danger shots, regain possession, go in on transition, and attack them. Team save percentage for the Islanders, 84.34% in all situations. Oh my goodness gracious, that is brutal. That is not good. Obviously, that is not reflective of how Sorokin and Riddick are going to play this season. Early season, sometimes just weird, wacky stats happen, and that's one of them in my opinion. For the Edmonton Oilers, they are 2-0-1 on the year. They have a power play percentage of 22.2%, which ranks 11th in the league. They did not get a single power play against the New York Rangers, so hopefully they're able to play a little bit better, get in on the forecheck, and force the Islanders to take a couple infractions so that the Oilers can once again can get to work on their power play. Their penalty kill ranks 11th at 88.9%. So far, so good for the new look penalty kill. They were 3 for 3 against the Rangers the other night, including a late kill that they had to have in the third period. And I think part of that is better goaltending, but part of it is the way the Oilers now play. They don't allow a lot of those high danger cross crease passes. They're allowing Stu or Calvin Pickard to see the shots coming. They have lanes where they just let the goalie make the save. And then the defense has been very good at cleaning up those rebounds. Those second and third opportunities have not been there for opponents. And the Oilers, hopefully that can continue here. Goals per game, they rank 25th, 2.67 goals per game. But goals against per game, the Oilers actually rank number 1 in the league. They only give up 1.33 goals against per game. Their expected goals for percentage ranks 4th, 56.04%. Shots for percentage, they rank 2nd at 59.13%. And then their team save percentage, 94.03%, which ranks 2nd best in the entire NHL. Do I think that's going to sustain itself all year? No. But do I think the Oilers are going to only score 2.67 goals per game all year? Absolutely not. This is a game that could either be incredibly low scoring or you may see some kind of explosion of offense happen. We'll have to find out. Let's get into the keys to the game, players to watch, and score prediction. For the Oilers, keys to the game, stay out of the box. Do not give the Islanders anything tonight. Don't take dumb penalties. Keep your stick on the ice. If you're going to take a penalty, make sure it's at least worth it. You know, are you taking away a scoring opportunity or are you just being reckless with your stick? Most of the Oilers' penalties this season have just been reckless stick infractions. They need to stop that. They also need to get back to work at 5-on-5. That effort against the Rangers, nowhere near good enough. Nowhere near good enough. It's amazing that Stu was there to kind of save their butts a little bit, but the Oilers do have to get back to work and play the way they did against Calgary and Vancouver, especially that Vancouver game, and really put it to the Islanders, really put the pressure on the New York Islanders. And number 3, I want to see more players crash the net. Not just Tomasek, not just these power forwards that are known to do that. I want to see other players get into those dirty areas. I want to see McDavid in there, Draisaitl, Nugent Hopkins. I want to see guys crash the blue paint, make Big Save Dave's life miserable in the crease. Of course, without taking a penalty. For the New York Islanders, they desperately need saves. I think a few extra saves would go a long way in the morale of their team. And if they get some early saves from Dave Riddick, I think you're going to see that team really start to gel, really start to get into a rhythm. And then their transition game, their speed, and their offense will start to click. So if they start getting some saves, it's going to be a good night for the Islanders. Number 2, work the cycle. The Oilers can be exposed if you're working the cycle against them. Try and get the defenders moving around. If the Oilers are skating a lot in the D zone, they are prone to have those lapses where they give up big shooting lanes or they give up areas on the back door where guys are just wide open. For the Islanders, try and work the cycle. And number 3, the Islanders' special teams have to improve their power play, penalty kill. Whether they get a couple opportunities on either, they have to convert or prevent goals against. Players to watch tonight, I'm going with David Tomasek for the Edmonton Oilers. I think he's due. I think getting a look with Connor McDavid is very exciting for him. I am excited to see him up there. And then I'm going to go Matthew Schaefer for the New York Islanders. The young 18-year-old first overall pick has already had an impact for the Islanders this season. He has 3 points in 3 games as a defenseman, a rookie defenseman at 18 years old. This is going to be a player to watch. I'm very excited. I saw a bit of him when he played in junior. He didn't play much last season because of injury. But this is a very, very good player. This is a player that is going to be a top 10 defenseman in the NHL one day, and he's very good. Trust me. Keep an eye on Schaefer tonight. Score prediction, I'm going to say 5-3 Oilers. Let's just say that there's going to be a bit of an offensive explosion tonight, hopefully, and I'm going to say David Tomasek lights the lamp and gets a goal tonight as well. Thank you all so much for continuing to tune in. Your support every single day means the world to me. We hit 7,600 subscribers yesterday, which is very exciting. Thank you all so much. I can't wait to see you all during the game tonight at 5 p.m. Mountain local time. Puck drop about 5:37 local time, kind of around there. And of course, if you're a Jays fan, I always have that Jays jersey hanging up. Big win last night. Let's see if they can get a second one tonight in Seattle. Let's go Jays. Let's go Oilers. Tell someone that you love them. And as always, fight like a kid. Fight like Ben. Let's go Oilers. We'll see you tonight.